I still hate the countdown.
You love it.
I hate the countdown. I don't like the countdown.
You don't like the countdown.
Countdown
It's not the final countdown.
Stupid.
Countdown is stupid.
You like someone throwing you the signal?
Yeah. Brewery Underground Podcast Foamy Heads hanging out tonight. Scott, Steve, Mitch, all four of us on the mics. Whoa, Scott, hold that up again. What is it? What is that?
Juice jorts.
What is that?
Like, did someone...
Is that like a yard game? Jarts?
Well, they've done juice pants. It's actually a limited release. It's from Maplewood. And I thought I'd had it because I'd had the juice pants. And I go, wait a minute, that's juice jorts. How bad is that? How badass is that?
That is pretty cool.
It did. When someone said something about the yard, it made me think of lawn darts back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I said. It sounds like an outdoor jarts. Yeah. I think they banned them. I don't think you can get jarts anymore because it was too dangerous or something.
Yeah,
how we all survive that is beyond me.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just throw those things up as high in the air as you could. Didn't know where they were coming down.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, I'm going to the ER. This
Gen X and millennials are like the toughest generations, in my opinion. I mean, you could argue like some of the older, what did Mitch call them, old heads? That's what Mitch called me at the beginning before we all record. But
you called yourself that, so it just became a part of my.
Fair point.
What is it? Old head?
Old head. Basically, Richard doesn't know how to use technology. That's the basic definition of that. But I feel like millennials and probably Gen X. Well, I mean, there were no rules back then, right? It was you go to school and then you come home and you stay outside until the sun goes down. Like that's just right. How it worked. There was no cell phones. There was no, like, you didn't call somebody's house, to go over. You just went over there first and your parents had no fucking clue where you were. And it was okay. Like, it was fine. We could have gotten hit by buses and parents would have never known. Just would have found out on the news.
Yeah.
Like, one set of instructions: be home for dinner, or be home when it gets dark, or something.
Yep.
Remind me sometime to tell the story about my very first day at school in kindergarten on a bus. It was pretty wild.
You remember your very first day of kindergarten?
You want me to tell the story?
Yeah, the whole world's listening. You should.
I think Scott's heard this story before. The very first day my very first day ever in kindergarten, the bus driver. This is the best story I ever have in my entire life. The bus driver had Alzheimer's. So we're 5-year-old kids on a school bus. He had basically to get me and a bunch of kids home. We had about 2 traffic lights to go through. And me and my cousin were on the school bus together, a bunch of other people too. And the bus driver kept getting lost and he kept driving us around for like 2 hours. And he would come to the bus stop, and the parents were waiting there at that point. And he kept opening up the door and getting confused, and he would drive away. And my brother at the time, who was 6 years older than me, he was like on his bike trying to flag down the school bus driver to get back this here. So this went on for like 2 hours. The guy's driving around. And there's all these kids on the school bus that were crying, their eyes out. I wasn't. I thought it was adventurous. And we finally got home. And if that would have happened in 2025, it would have been on like CNN, your local news. Helicopters have been flying over. The director of school, the transportation director would have gotten fired. There would have been civil lawsuits going on. And we survived. The school bus driver, I believe, didn't ever drive again. And I specifically remember that night my mom saying to me, now, this is not how every day of school is going to go on. It's going to happen for you. And I'm like, oh, damn. That was an adventure.
This school thing is great.
That is literally the best story in my life, I think, that I ever have as far as funny, unique, that happened when you're like 5 years old and the bus driver gets lost and he's taking all these kids around. And it's like, now, my gosh, can you imagine if that happened in 2025?
I'm impressed that you can remember. So I can't remember my kindergarten, like, first day. Like,
well, how can you forget that, though?
Yeah. That's true.
How can you forget that?
That's a memorable moment, I'm sure.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not drinking any beer tonight that was from like a yard game or anything, but I am doing some local stuff, man. Look at this little barrique.
Let's run it down. Let's run it down. Steve starting barrique. Oh, dry hop. I love barrique pilsners, man.
Yeah, very good. Got it at Main Street not long ago, and I always say, anytime I see barrique on the shelf, I got to go get it because I have not had enough barrique in my life.
Me neither.
big fan of Brie. We know Scott's drinking them jorts, them juicy jorts.
Yeah.
Juicy.
But I'm going to transition here because that's about gone, which is appropriate.
I was wondering if one of us was going to bust out a Common John tonight. Appropriate.
I wish I had some.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Our buddy over at Main Street, Aaron, keeps us stocked up with Common John over there at Main Street Liquor.
Oh, yeah.
I drank all mine.
I appreciate Aaron because not only does he support local beer, but he supports good beer as well. So, I mean, like, he tries to always keep the local homies stocked up for us.
Absolutely. What do you got there in Murfreesboro, Rich?
Let's see. I'm actually running. So Mitch has put me on to some of the crispy lager boys probably within the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. I don't know. It's just is what I was feeling tonight. For whatever reason, the weather's a little bit cooler and you'd think I'd be going for either darker beer or stout or whatever. But for whatever reason, I just wanted something light and crispy tonight. These guys will also be at the Common John Beer Fest, which will be our topic of discussion this evening. But I've got the Classic City Lager from the homies, so the Creature Comforts. This is actually the first time having this one. I really like it. It's super clean, crispy, 4.2, 4.3%, like real easy to drink. I don't know, it's just what I needed tonight. Like I wanted to go hoppy and then I wanted to go dark, but for whatever reason I grabbed this one, and instead of just turning around now, I've got an IPA in the fridge. I'll probably go there next, because I'm not a one and done kind of guy.
Speaking of needing, I went sake. So this is a Ryoko New Niigata dry. It's a dried Nama, a Junmai. It's a breezy 16% ABV.
Yeah, baby.
It's gonna be good.
16%.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool details with sake, but I'm not going to rattle them off here because there's a lot, and most of us just don't know what that means. So there needs to be a sake episode where I can talk about it more. But
that would be awesome. Yeah, you.
I need to practice.
Why does I feel like 16% should put you under the table, right, Scott? Like a 16% drink should make you feel really, really, really good by the time you're done drinking it. I just haven't.
Oh yeah.
I've had multiple sakes, and I just never feel that buzz drunk feeling.
You know, I agree. When we had the Preds Fest, I thought it was going to hit me harder. And I was like, man, this stuff is good. I'm not like wobbling around.
Thankfully, it's not like whiskey or bourbon with your beer and stuff where it just topples you over. But
right,
enough of it, it'll make you just as sick.
Enough of it will have that boomerang effect, right? It hits you in the head. You're like, oh, here we go.
I guess
one of these times.
I guess to your point, Mitch, I mean, like there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we ended up giving a couple of glasses away also. So I think there was like 5 or 6 people drinking that bottle. So I guess in theory, like drinking probably what would be the equivalent of like a finger or two of sake is not enough to put me under the table, but I kind of thought I would have at least felt buzzed to some extent.
Yeah, to your point, Rich, I agree with that. Like when we were drinking that day at Preds Fest and we all had enough to drink, and then we brought that out, and I thought, well, I should be feeling this more, and I'm not, and that's okay too. But yeah,
because we were working.
Yeah, we were working.
Yeah.
Working.
4 of us split it 4 ways, we would have felt it.
Yeah. I do feel like that, it's lighter too in body. Maybe that's got something to do with it. If you have a barrel aged something that's stout, that's 16%, you do tend to feel that. And plus it makes you a little full, and
there's more sugars in the BA too. So I don't know if that has much to do with it, but I feel like if I have a stout with a bunch of barrel aged, it just hits hard fast. I don't know what that's about.
So I have an idea. We line up a bunch of sakes and a bunch of stouts and drink them all on a single episode, and then we see which one makes us drunk. Scott's
there's 4 of us, and one of us can be 2 of us can be control, only stouts, only sake, and then 2 of you can do the split. And I
want to do the split.
May not be the best plan. We can, but I'm wondering, like, maybe someone has more stout than sake and more sake than stout. I don't know. We'll have to play.
That's a good point. Might need the control. That's a good point.
BAC blow devices, so we can compete.
Then I want to do that so bad.
That's funny.
every
Guys,
we'll set a timer for every 5-10 minutes. We got to
Just
practice
low alcohol level and see where we're at.
see who's ahead.
No winners in this game. There are no winners in this game.
Maybe there needs to be a contest like that at Common John.
Ooh.
I don't, John probably would go for it, maybe, I
don't
guess.
know.
I don't know. We've seen people get away with worse in prior years. It has not worked out for them very well, but we have seen people get away with worse.
You definitely
We
don't
could-
want to encourage people to get the highest VA.
What if they walk by randomly and you just had
Encouraging other people now, not us doing it, but we just want to watch everybody else.
If you hit a certain level of BAC, you're immediately kicked out. That's your problem.
Just doing the play-by-play alone of watching people would be worth it.
It ended up doing that. Mitch and I ended up doing that. There were a few people that had a little too much, the first time around, and they were sitting on the ground outside. They weren't even in chairs on the ground. They were just sitting on the ground in the shade and the sun, just kind of like trying to calm down. It was, and I'll say the Common John 2025 Craft Beer Festival family reunion, the last beer fest on earth, as they're possibly that they're calling it this year, at Common John in Manchester. In my opinion, and I'll die on this hill, one of the best beer festivals in the area. It's just, there is so much attention to detail with these things. The mindset is on the breweries. The mindset is on the experience. It's on the setup and the layout. There's food vendors. And last year, Mitch, there was cigar vendors there. It was just, and the homebrew section, they have a whole section dedicated to homebrewers. It's amazing. And for the first time this year, all four of us are going to be there getting to cover it.
Yay!
Thanks to you guys, and thanks to John and LeBron too for inviting us. We've not even been as patrons before. This will be a very first time.
Yeah, first timers.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've been to Common John, but we've not been to this beer fest.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's
And when
no, go ahead. Okay. Like Richard was saying, just to put a little more details into it, they've got great locations for the porta potties because they're closer to like the beer hall and everything, the beer tent. So you'll be able to get in and out quick. There's never really been a bad line. If you do get too spunky and you drink a whole lot, they'll take good care of you and get you a chair and hydrate you and all that. They're sharp as a tack at this thing, and they just want everyone to have a good time. The attention to detail on who gets to set up and serve, that's a big part that I really enjoy from the beginning, with the home brewers all the way down to the local breweries and anyone that they can invite and bring in. They constantly find people. They work really hard on this.
With that being said, their website shows 60 plus commercial and home breweries that are going to be at this thing this year. That is a ton.
That's a list that bests even like regular other bigger craft beer festivals that go on.
Yeah.
Like having 60 is nuts. And it's not just your big breweries either. It's your smaller craft breweries, it's your local, it's your neighborhood pub breweries, it's the home brewers that are coming out. It's it's cyanide. It's not just beer, it's cider, and it's amazing.
Well, and being the fact that where it is in Manchester, I mean, you're basically right there in between Nashville and Chattanooga, sandwiched in between, and then you've got all the rural areas too. And I'm assuming, as you said, there's a lot of local breweries coming, so you probably got some guys and gals in the area that are local home brewers that it's easier for them to come and hang out for a day.
In John's, say real quick, in John's group text he sent us the other day, we have 42 breweries, 20 home brewers, 5 food trucks, 10 craft vendors. That's all.
That's a lot, yeah.
Wow. There's hotels right down the road too.
They always take it. Now, Mitch, have you ever had to utilize the hotel before?
No. I take it pretty slow there. They put us to work a couple times.
Yeah, that's true. It's always an enjoyable experience. You walk in and everything from the wristband, just the experience from coming in, like everything is set up as if like it's intentional. So you're not waiting in huge lines just to get in. Like everything is it's efficient and it's fast. You get through and then you get in, and the way they have everything set up is awesome as well. Now I know John has a few tricks up his sleeve this year that's been different from previous years, but in previous beer fests they have a home brewer section that's kind of in like one dedicated area of the festival, and there's always like a home brewers competition, so they always give away awards for the home brewer section. They have different categories at the end of the beer fest. So like it encourages people to compete. And I love it. I'm like, can you guys see my screen? I've got the brewery lineup up on the screen.
Yeah.
So I mean, just rolling through a few of these. We don't have to name every single one of them. Of course, we know the big guys that are going to be there, like Bearded Iris is there probably every year. And we've got, just going down the list, Living Waters Brewing. The internal joke here is that Ryan always brings a barrel-aged stout.
Yeah.
Beer festival every year.
Yeah.
And it's
Hell
amazing
yes.
because that guy's got balls. I'll tell you that much. But the list is incredible.
It is. And I like, ones that stand out to me, like even some of the smaller ones, Broadcast Brewing. We all know.
Yeah.
Right down.
He is a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Murfreesboro
mentioned
representing
Cyanide.
with Cedar Glade as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The guys
Good
crazy.
representation.
You got Grayson there twice. Grayson would be pulling double duty.
And I don't think I've had anything. I don't think I've had anything that I recall. I did look. I don't think I've had anything from Creature Comforts.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
No way.
That'll
I
change
don't-
this year.
I don't think I have.
They're great. They're great.
Yeah, their Tropicalia IPA is a staple in the IPA community. I mean, it's kind of like one of those. I don't want to compare it against other IPAs. I'm just saying, like, when you drink a Tropicalia IPA, it is like there's nothing mind blowing about it, Steve. It is just the definition of an American IPA. Like, if you're going to make an IPA, that's how you're going to make an IPA. It hits every checkbox. It's kind of like Pliny the Elder. You drink it, like everybody seeks out Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
And then you take a sip of it, and then you go, the only thing that's amazing about this beer is it hits every single checkbox on what a classic IPA should be. And that's kind of what like Tropicalia is. It hits all of those boxes.
Well, and Calf Killer is another brewery. I've had their beer, but I've not been to their space. And that's like a bucket list because I've heard so many great things how awesome it is. It's just in the middle of a rural area.
I haven't
never been
been
to Calf
either.
Killer.
It'd be
Yeah.
Moving down the list, East Nashville Beer Works is going to be there. They're there every year as well. Ebony and Ivory.
Hold on. East Nashville Beer Works. Mitch over at that brewery. I mistook him for someone else at the first Common John Fest. And I started drinking early because we were taking photos of stuff. And I walked right up to him, and I'm usually a pretty shy guy. And I just started rubbing his shoulder and just being like, nice jacket, dude. Whoa, good to see you. Someone else, he just rolled with the punches until I realized and it's on. I was like, oh, shit, man. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. I'm Mitch. I'm also Mitch. He was,
That's how you got to know him.
yeah.
Did you
Cool.
think?
Yeah, Mitch, who did
think-
you think he was?
I I'm stupid, a little more stupid when I'm drunk. So I thought he was Seth from No Quarter, I think. Similar look and whatnot with the hat and shades on. So I just, I'm pretty blind whenever people put shades and hats on. I'm just like, oh, hey, man. What's up?
That is funny.
It happens to all of. I was at the at Southern Grist a few weeks ago when they were doing their melted snow cone, and there was this woman there, and I thought she was someone else. I go, "Are you following me?" And it was a joke, and she looked at me like, "Huh?" And I realized that's not the person I thought.
Oh,
Okay, bye.
this was while drinking, though, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yes, yeah.
that's okay.
That's okay then. Yeah.
It's
Fine.
okay.
Alcohol is involved. You got a good story out of it. Hence tonight.
Everybody's forgiven when there's alcohol in it.
Exactly.
Ebony and
Definitely.
Ivory, Evil Nash, Fela Force is going to be there.
Yay!
Like the Ebony and Ivory, right?
Ebony and Ivory, we were there. They've been there for, I think, a couple of years historically as well. They've always put out good stuff.
Not had anything from them.
We just can't get it locally, though.
So was it?
No. I went
Huh?
recently, yeah, when I was in Knoxville last. As a matter of fact, I have 3. They make this one beer called Steel Arm, and it's based after the Negro Leagues baseball team, the Knoxville. It's on the can. Forgive me, but I got one for each of you, by the way. So,
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
yeah. So,
Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, I'm looking them up right now. That is.
Yeah, I love their logo. The I forget his name. He showed up and talked about his beers last time. I got his business card, and we never followed up. But man,
He'll be there
the
again.
beers they brought last year were awesome.
Yeah.
I went
Great.
for seconds and thirds.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good thing to hear about. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a nice place. The tap room was really nice too. They went to,
Hell
so nothing high marks for those guys.
Some I don't recognize. I'll be honest. I don't recognize Flight's Brew House. I think they were there in previous years as well, maybe, but I don't recognize the name.
Okay.
Curious, yeah.
Hendersonville representing half batch.
Yeah.
Asheville.
Love
Yeah.
those guys.
Hutton and Smith, Mitch, right down the road from where you are, Chattanooga.
They're always solid. The Dynamic Ales, one half of Dynamic Ales does a lot of the production over at Hutton and Smith, and he is amazing. He keeps bringing home like gold, silver, and all sorts of stuff for Hutton and Smith.
Hey, and can we also mention Highwire, because man, they've had a tough year. I'm glad they're coming. And I hate
tough year.
Yeah, and I hate that they pulled out of Nashville. I'm glad to see that they're still having a presence, and hopefully, in the future they will have another presence. It's just, man, they've had a tough year, and for people that are watching this, maybe they don't know, but they were impacted by Hurricane Helene last year. I mean, it really, I think it destroyed their production facility, right?
It was underwater. Yeah.
There's definitely, because they've got a Big Top location, which is over by the Biltmore.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got, or maybe that was a different they've got at least 2 spots in Asheville.
It was the South Slope one, I think. And
Slope,
I don't remember which one got hit. Maybe both of them. I don't know. Well, South Slope probably did, right? Because that was that one. That was where a lot of flooding went.
Mitch, you and I happened to run across Highwire like their opening week in Knoxville. Remember that? We were driving by and we just happened to roll by Highwire.
We just walked in.
Didn't even know they had a Knoxville presence at the time. We just, there's Highwire.
It was like at a red light. We're like, hey, there's one. Let's go.
I just want to see them have a comeback, because hopefully they're just trying to maintain here in Tennessee. And well, as you said, they're in Knoxville. I mean, they pulled out in Nashville, but hopefully maybe they'll come back. But
real quick, sorry, with the we were talking Knoxville. I went to Asheville for some reason. Sake's starting to hit, guys. But the slope stuff messes with me because I think ski slopes, and it's definitely not snowy there. What was it New World Brewing that we went and talked to in Asheville a while back, Richard?
One World?
One
World.
Yeah.
Have you guys went by there yet in Asheville?
In Asheville.
Yeah, they've got 2. That's their original location, one downstairs, and then they have like a West Asheville location, which is where Mitch and I ended up going when we were recording one day.
Super cool spot too. They make it very UFO like. It's really fun. But they're very fun people to talk to, so I highly recommend you guys reach out to them and talk.
I have not seen, they've kind of been staying local to Asheville. Like, I haven't seen, there's no distribution. I don't even think in Asheville they distribute. I think it's just you go to their bar, you go to their brewery.
They have a live outdoor venue for music and stuff at their West, I think you said, location. But they were super fun. That's I think that might have been the first time our audio mixer got graced by Embrace the Funk beer.
Was there some spillage? Yeah. Oh, no shit.
We popped and it just fucking went. It was because it's a mixture of keeping it too cold and in a car.
That's funny.
It was super fun, and the brewer just knew what to do. He was just like grabbed it, rotated it away, and it was fun. But our mixer was still alive and still churning throughout the episode. And I took an alcohol wipe to it after we got out of there and back to our Airbnb or whatever that might have been in a cave place, but we were just wiping it down.
It's still lives. Still lives.
Behringer.
Shout out to Behringer.
That's right.
For building a good product.
It's been solid.
Mitch, you want to catch a ride with Hutton and Smith? You guys could carpool there and back.
Oh shit, that's true.
You see?
I need to get better.
You may not want to carpool back with a brewery, though. I mean, those guys. Yeah. Thanks for the ride, guys. Sorry, I've got to go do other things now.
Mitch is like, is there beer left in this keg for the ride back?
Yeah, really. Just stick me in the back seat and with the keg. That's all I need.
I will require a little bit of beer in the back seat. I get motion sick, so I need to get a little drunk to match the vibe.
You gotta match the pressure of the outside.
Balance it out. I love it. You're funny,
You
man.
don't want me blowing up like the beer, so
No. Living Waters will be there. Ryan, shout out Ryan at Living Waters will be there.
hell yeah.
Do you guys know Kaiser Crest? The one. Who's
I
that?
don't. I
Can you
don't.
pull that up in the tab? real
Yeah,
quick?
absolutely.
I'm very curious about that one. I know we didn't do it for the other, but Loose Ends is another coming up.
Mitch, are you gonna do any of those THC drinks if they have any at the?
Boy.
Shit, I don't know. If I'm drinking a lot of beer, I will not be touching those.
Okay, thought I'd ask.
I do typically gravitate towards that more these days just because it works with my body better than a bunch of beer, but I'm also trying to figure out by that time I may be job searching, so I may not be able to
These guys are, let's see.
making
looking at
beer great
Lewisburg.
again. And that was like
Lewisburg.
Ruger's logo.
It's a cool logo.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
the
I like
gun
that.
company or manufacturer, whatever.
Media. Just
Ruger has the spread up. I guess I'm wrong on that.
Is that where they're from?
it says Lewisburg, Scott.
Okay.
Lewisburg,
Is that
Tennessee.
Kentucky?
Where the heck is Lewisburg?
Good t-shirt.
Lewisburg.
Where the heck is Lewisburg? That's a great t-shirt.
Where the heck is Lewisburg? I don't know.
It's actually pretty close to us.
Is it in Lewis County?
It's like Shelbyville, just west of Shelbyville.
Oh,
yeah, south
wow.
of Columbia. What?
Guys,
heck?
this group was created in March of this year. Like, this is new.
Okay.
Hell
Could- you
yeah.
think some of these are on this list could be home brewers as well? Could they be a home brewery?
Yeah, there's not that far. Marshall County. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
They don't even have a website,
They seem fresh off the
a
block.
Facebook account. There's a subreddit for Nashville beer, Kaiser Crest.
Well,
Yeah, we haven't looked at that to proof it.
you know what, Rich?
yeah.
The good news is we haven't had their beer, and so we will, and we could check them off. That's what
I
matters.
know the people.
That's what matters. I just want their beer. I just want to try your beer.
Kaiser Crest, Living Waters, shout out Ryan, Loose End,
Not
Yep.
familiar.
no
Don't know
familiar.
them.
Marble Fox.
Yay!
Excited for Marble Fox. They brought no crust last year
They did, yeah.
to a
Yeah.
beer festival, and they have been bringing no crust and like some heavy hitters to beer festivals ever since.
Yep.
Like Living Waters and Marble Fox are known for bringing just like, people come to breweries and Brewfest used to be like people brought out the stuff that came out once a year, and then it kind of fell into, well, this is our stuff that we offer generally and things like that. Marble Fox and Living Waters are, in my mind, constantly bring something that you can't get very easily anywhere else. Like,
As
I
it
just-
should be.
I agree.
Yeah, they brought no crust to the Preds Beer Fest.
Yeah.
They did win. Yep.
They did win. Yep.
Mhm.
And their canning line, I mean, their cans of beer are popping up all over the place too. Yes.
Mean King, that was new to at least me. I think Mitch, it was new to you too at the Chattanooga Beer Fest, right?
Yeah, brand new to us at the Chat Beer Fest, which was about, 30 breweries or less, was
Mhm.
15. So it was still a fun festival because you could actually hit everybody, get their beers, then go a second round before everything concluded in the middle of like getting food, snacks, or swag.
Yeah.
Mean King had that mean triple IPA that they brought to the festival. It went quick, but we were there to get it several times.
That's what matters.
Dude, it was incredible. And they are about 15 to 20 minutes from me in Brainerd because I'm East Ridge. Brainerd's, well, it's going to be I can't make it right for you guys, but it's east of Chattanooga.
They have on their website, and like I won't be able to go into the brewery because they're way too smarter than me. They have chess tables, which means
Yes.
I can't get anywhere near it. They actually have chess tables. They come have a pint and enjoy a game of chess with friends. Dude, I would forget after about 3 beers, I'd forget what each thing did.
I don't know how to play chess, so I already forget.
Well, you don't have to play chess. Just drink the beer and watch everybody play
Yeah.
chess.
I know. That's kind of cool.
We-
I've never seen that before at a brewery.
I'll play you in chess because we'll both forget. And we'll
Yeah, I've never played chess in my life, so Maybe
just have a
checkers?
Checkmate.
maybe they have another table for checkers.
Let's make it so the pawn has the most power. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pawns rule.
Maybe they'll have chess there for Scott to play. I want to see drunk chess with Scott.
Dude, drunk chess would be fun. I would watch that.
Just kind of walk in there and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm taking over. My pawn wins. Done. I'm done."
Flipping
Middle
over
ground.
chessboards.
Middle ground will be there as well. Murfreesboro's representing again, right? So, I mean,
Nice.
yeah. Monkey Town. Now, they've got a couple of spots. Mitch, they got one in the Chattanooga area.
Well, DJ's mentioned like a cool locale, but I forget where.
Nashville Brewing, that's a staple in our area. Nashville Brewing has a... Mitch, what was the Nashville Brewing, the one that we had? Was it the...
All their beers are super good. They're a staple here. They've been here forever.
Ever.
It's one of those breweries that outsiders need to get recommended more often, but they don't really do trendy beers. They do damn good beers.
It's traditional German style beers, which is perfect for this time of year, right? Their fest beer is amazing.
That's the one that I was referring to.
Yeah. Well, we've had Scott Murdy on a few times, and we'd ask him questions like, what do you, the original owner whose name doesn't come into my brain right now, but what would he have thought about, PB&J beers or something? Like, he'd be turning over in his grave. Yeah. Pickle beer. Well, they have pickle beers, but, some of the other ones that are milk stouts and stuff like that, he'd be like, what? Yeah.
Nashville Brewing's one of those, like, I immediately pick those up when I see them for seasonal.
Yeah.
And I wish I saw them more often so I could pick them up even more frequently. But every time I go to Nashville, I feel bad because I forget about them. And I'm in Chattanooga now, so I have even less opportunity to go and get their beer, but I know it's so good.
Well, and the good thing, Mitch, you can go to any grocery store around here and get their beer too. So
very true. That's the only place I knew to like pick it up for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I give that fest beer a 5 on tap.
Wow. It's pretty dang good. It is really good.
And I've had a lot of German fest beers, and that one rises above. It is so good. It's just so clean and crisp, and it's
funny.
Everything.
Yeah, it's funny because every time I have it now, like over the last couple of years, my ranking gets higher and higher. So I guess, I guess that means I'm changing in a good way. So.
I'm on Untapped right now looking at Scott's check-in for that Nashville Fest beer. And on August 1st, he checked it in. And then again on August 1st, he checked it in. And
Deep
then
South
again
Growlers.
on August 1st, he checked on it again. And then again, he checked in. My man, 4 times in 1 day. Yeah.
I guarantee was it bottle or was that
Mentions draft. It was at Deep. Purchased at Deep South.
Oh, you just kept getting it, right?
Yeah, well, I got that. So I went there and they had the Lederhosen by Cigar City. So that was brand new.
Yeah.
And then so I got one of those, and then I just continued on with the Nashville Brewing Company Fest beer right after that. Just keep them coming.
By the way, just a status update. We're not even halfway on their beer list yet. This is incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot. Next Level out of Knoxville. I've been there before. Scott, I didn't see you check in anything from Next Level when you were in Knoxville. I don't think you were there.
I haven't been there yet. Got to Pretentious, got to Alliance, Ebony and Ivory, or Zool. We did that one, but I have not been to Next Level yet.
Next Level. Okay. They'll be there as well. New Heights, Nashville representing again. Love the guys from New Heights. Pontoon out of Georgia.
Next Level made me think of Next Level Chef because we like the Food Network.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch is an old head.
Hey,
I love the Food Network.
You're an old head too, Steve.
What can I say? I love the Food Network.
The Next Level Chef is so ridiculous because they're like, let's go. And they're like, we expect the next level. And that's a 3-level competition.
Chopped on the Food Network is one of my favorite shows. I've been watching it for like 10 years, and it's just so much fun. They have like 4 different ingredients. It's like, put all these together. I wouldn't know what the hell to do.
Wait, great. I think see the 80 demographic numbers just went up.
Hey,
did y'all hear the Brewery Underground was talking about?
Sorry, it started with the old head.
I want to see some Gordon Ramsay.
Well, back in my day.
We have enough contestants here to do a chop after like several. We put into a hat 4 ingredients from each of us,
Hang on, Mitch. Hang on, Mitch. You want to do a chopped after we've been drinking and use knives?
Oh, fucking hell. Where the best food comes from, though. Just don't lose a finger.
Yeah, I gotta say, don't let me be in a hurry. Oh, wait a minute, I'm seeing double. Oh, shit, that was my finger.
Want that kind of ketchup on our bread.
No.
Red Silo out of Cookville.
Hey, it's been a while since I've had them. I think Nashville Zoo or something's the last time I had.
Yeah, they were at the. God, it would have been Brew at the Zoo, Mitch.
That's it.
That would have.
They
been
were
it.
a staple at the Prince Fest for several years. I don't know that I saw them this year because they used to win a lot.
They were not there this past year. I honestly don't remember them being there in previous.
But I don't
Prince
think so either.
Festivals. Yeah.
They were always on the end. I think kind of where we were set up. They used to be down that way because they'd always have people kind of promoting because hey, you're gonna get the wood nickels or the token or whatever to win, and they were always kind of
Oh, that's right.
out there, hurrah, and give us your thing. And so they would win they've won a few years in a row, but I haven't seen them in a couple of years.
Hell yeah.
Southern Grist will be representing again.
While you still can, maybe. I don't know.
Be interesting because Southern Grist, not trying to jump ahead, but Southern Grist will be there and Zool will be there too.
Well, they're
Yeah.
not quite switched over yet.
Right.
No, but that'll be the interesting piece. That'll be the
Grist just came out with a new beer they dropped Saturday. It was called Blue Loop with the bagel company in town. So they're still producing stuff and producing new stuff.
I saw something online today, and I don't know how credible it was, but somebody either mentioned something or it was a post or something that said they seem to think that Nations is staying as Southern Grist.
That's a good spot. It is.
So I guess we'll see. Soul and Spirits, Mitch, that sounds like a brewery that you
Memphis.
know. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been there, but I've heard good things about their beer. I want to say Kramer may have been there, and in passing, we may have talked about it, but it's been a minute since I've hollered at Kramer, so I don't know.
Stokehouse Brewing and Barbecue, I hope their food truck is there too.
Oh my God, dude.
Imagine showing up and the food truck is there along with the brewery. Now that is an entrance.
If that's the case, I may not even eat the day before because that barbecue sandwich and the mac and cheese, I was sitting there going, oh my God.
If their food truck is there, you need to get in line fast.
Yeah.
Well, I asked Mike if he was going to be there. He said he wasn't when I went there a couple weeks ago. He said he's not going to be there, but yeah, I know he's not going to be there.
Maybe no food truck then.
You won't have to worry about carrying me out of there for being drunk. If I overeat, that's probably where I would do it.
Yeah, they always have such good food there.
Yeah. There are a lot of good food truck vendors at the Common John Family Reunion Festival. So you will not be hungry. You'll be drunk, but you will not be
That's
hungry.
to be expected.
Yeah. Super excited. I'm glad Chad is jumping in initially. I mean, doors have been open for less than a month and he's already hitting beer festivals. So good on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I asked Mike when I was there like 2 weeks ago, because I know Chad was going to be there, and I said, "Are you coming?" And he said, "No." He said, "I got to man the fort here." I'm like, "Oh, damn!" So I don't know if that means no food.
I saw. Yeah, I was at Main Street Liquor, which is right next door, and I was cashing out, and I get a tap on my shoulder. He goes, "Why are you over here and not over at Stokehouse?" I go, "Why are you over here and not over at Stokehouse?"
He's got a reason. He drinks his beer all the time.
Yes, he was purchasing something else other than beer.
That's so funny.
Stokehouse has a Oktoberfest coming up, don't they?
Yes. September 27th he's releasing, and I love that about them, that they're waiting a little bit later in the season.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
They're going traditional, everybody. They're going traditional. Not doing like 2 months ahead of time.
They're not releasing the Oktoberfest in June this year.
Not that I'm complaining, but
Street
Not to
side.
spoil any surprises, but I can't wait to hear your episode that might be coming out. I'm thinking pretty soon, right? Yeah.
Very soon.
That'll be dropping soon. That was a good time. Chad is always super informative, and he's always welcoming. Chad's just always been one of the real G's in Nashville craft beer.
He's excellent. He's knowledgeable, kind, and very much one of the best hosts we've ever
Yeah.
had.
Oh, when I went there 2 weeks ago, and I messaged you guys. I was like, hey, guess where I'm at? And I was just sitting there and I saw him, and I was just going to say, hey. And he came over and probably sat down next to me talking to me like for 20 minutes at least. And I was like, dude, I know you got work to do. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm like, well, that's okay. But, I didn't want to interrupt your day or anything like that. But no, he'll take the time out and talk to you. And it was, he had a great time.
His passion matches his desire for just bedside manner. It's insane.
Yeah.
He's able to balance both, and he's just treating the people that support him the right way. And it's old school, but it's how it should be at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very much appreciated.
Steve, did you say he wasn't going to be there this year? He wasn't going to be here?
Mike was not going to be there.
Mike is not going to be there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I asked Mike. Now maybe it's changed since that time, but I asked him when I saw him that day. I said, "Hey, are you coming out in a couple of weeks?" He said, "No, I got to be here." So,
Gotcha. Street Side Brewery.
it's in Cincinnati, buddy.
Is it?
No way. They got someone from Cincinnati?
Yeah.
John was talking about a few of this. He goes, we've got some people coming from far away. Like, this is only John would pull off something like this.
Street Side does a lot of cool stuff, and they do a lot of. I don't know if they'll come with high ABV stuff, but they do a lot of good shit.
That's awesome.
That's
I hope
exciting.
they bring some of their
Yeah.
fruited stuff. They do
Yeah.
some really cool fruited stuff too. Hope they bring some of that. So that'll be interesting to see them.
Here you go, Steve.
Yeah.
Tailgate will be there. Wait, hang on a second. Tailgate's going to be here this year? Because has anyone ever seen Tailgate at a beer festival before?
I think they were at the East Nashville Beer Fest in April. I think they were there.
I don't think they go to many, but they go
Uh-uh.
to local ones.
I don't.
Hopefully they'll bring some of their snack series that they like to do. That'd be good.
Yeah, and I know their pumpkin spice roll, their dough series, that's coming out soon. And there's a lot of basic people that love that stuff. My wife is one of those. She loves.
Do you have to add like creamer to that one, or?
I mean, good. Tailgate. Yeah, I'm curious what Tailgate's going to bring. I mean, it could be the usual, Wizard's Order, Tailgate wheat and stuff like that, or maybe they could surprise us and bring, something new. I guess we'll find out.
I definitely hope either it's like the first serving of the pumpkin variant that they have beer wise, or something special. But I can't get my hopes up these days.
Yeah, I was there Tuesday for the the Dollar Tuesday night,
Mhm.
and they had a Keller beer, which is part of the Lager project.
Yeah,
And it
I
was
had
a
it
side
really-
pull, but they had just the keg just kicked before I got it. I was
Aw.
like, damn, because it said side pull, and I was like, oh God, I want that, and it kicked.
Well, not to rub it in, Scott, but it was really tasty.
Good, yeah, that's
Hate to
called
hear
rubbing
it,
it. I'm the only one who didn't get it.
Mitch, you go to the tailgate in Murfreesboro more than I do, but I've been there a few times. It is always busy in there.
Mitch does not go to the Tailgate in Murphy.
I'm Rich. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I thought
So-
I just heard it wrong, but then
No.
I hit
Our neighbors.
tailgate. It's very close to my house. 2, half price pizza night. We're big pizza people in this family, so it's easy to feed, a growing kid, and big dudes like myself. Although half price tailgate pizza is regular price everywhere else you go, but like the pizza's good.
Yeah.
So,
Pizza's great. Yeah.
And you get good beer discounts too.
Where is Tailgate Murfreesboro?
It's the old
It was the Coconut something or other.
Cafe over off of 90.
It's right by the mall.
Shit.
Mhm.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they opened it. They opened it last year, June, I think.
That's a
Yeah.
good spot. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Tailgate.
Did y'all know Nashville's having a pizza week this week? You know how we have Burger Week and we have Taco Week and we have Hot Chicken Week? Do you know that Pizza Week is a thing now?
No.
You mean it's not a day? Because there's a day for everything.
Oh, dude. So Smith and Lentz and all those places are probably like churning out something special.
Probably something special, probably some discounted stuff, something unique. I did not know about this until yesterday. I didn't know there was a pizza week, but it makes perfect sense. I think it's cool.
Well, I was at Smith and Lentz about 2 weeks ago after I went to Stokehouse, and I didn't get the pizza because I had the good food at Stokehouse, but everybody in there that I saw was eating their pizza at Smith and Lentz that day.
Yeah, I think Dave Portnoy came in and reviewed it and gave it like a solid smashing rating, and prices went up by like 40% the next.
Whoa.
Now it's a $45 piece.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think Mitch, their pepperoni, like hot pepperoni pizzas now is like $30+ now.
Fuck that. Man. No. I'll
think
drink
so.
the beer and I'll go somewhere else.
Go right down the road to get some hot chicken at
Brave Idiot.
Brave Idiot.
Yeah. It's a good
I got cat pictures. I'll get a discount.
There you go. Tennessee Brew Works will be there as well.
I'm seeing that.
Their food is amazing. Like their burgers are good. Their
Oh my God, love those burgers.
Love the food at Tennessee Brew Works too. On top of the beer,
I've missed out. I haven't been.
Just everything there. The beer is always good, and just the location. It's always just a fun time there.
Yeah,
It's all going to be high quality. The beer's going to be high quality. The food's going to be high quality.
And for breweries in Nashville, if you like people watching, because that's more almost close to the tourist area, you can go there and really take in like the people watching of tourists come in Nashville.
I do.
Hey, we saw
people watching.
Steve, we were sitting there last year, remember? And I don't know if it was Music City Brew Hop or it was one of the trolleys. They would park under the bridge for a minute.
Somebody fell out of it.
What? I don't
Sounds like
think it was
Mitch after
Music City
too many
Brew Hop. I
beers.
think it was
What's up?
Yeah, I remember. But I remember that I was waiting for you and the Hilltappers to come, and I got there early, and there was a group of people, and they were all taking their pictures, and then they were like, "Oh, now we're off to Kid Rock's place," and they were all excited about that. And I thought, "Hi,
Yeah.
have fun, just in town, enjoying the ambiance of everything." But there were a couple of guys that I was talking to at Smith and Lentz. They were sitting next to me, and they were in town from like Texas, Dallas, I think, and they were in for a bachelor party and not a bachelorette party. And I was asking them, like, "Did you guys hit a lot of breweries?" And like, "No, we hit all the bars downtown." And of course, they were talking about Garth's place, and
they were drinking high noons the whole time.
you know what? Yeah, it was funny. They were talking about the one bar in Nashville, or the one trendy bar, because there's all of them down there.
Oh, yeah.
They said the one that was not crowded was John Bon Jovi's bar was not crowded. Jason Aldean's and everybody, but his wasn't crowded at all. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means.
What shade of pink were their matching shirts?
I don't know.
they have popped collars too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
funny.
moving through the rest pretty quickly, just because we've been through this whole damn list.
Yeah.
Pretty, it's been a while. Tenfold will be there. That'll be an interesting thing. I work close to Tenfold now, so it's like a common lunch spot for me. So on top of their
Nice.
smoked wings and their pizza, the beers are good too.
Nice.
Have you been over, not to change the subject, but have you been over to Nectar?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's owned by the same people that own Tenfold. It's the same ownership.
Really?
Yes. And it's, I
Is
was
it
there this week for lunch.
Mexican cantina place?
Great little taco.
Yeah, it popped
Oh,
up
man.
on a recommendation, but I haven't been.
The
Literally,
parking?
it's right. Yeah, go ahead, Mitch. Yeah, you're right.
The parking's bad. Get there earlier than you would Tenfold because the parking is also sort of bad. But
Okay.
Nectar is even worse, but they have insanely good tender barbecues,
Huh.
which is taco sandwiches, deep fried avocado slices. The specials they have are always solid. I ignore the juicer part or whatever, but
Yeah.
I go straight to the dinner side.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
so fucking solid.
It's right around the corner
Tenfold's
from one.
It's right there in
Nectar
McGavick.
Cantina.
It's as soon as you turn on McGavick, it's right there.
Yep.
You could walk from. As a matter of fact, I went over there the first time I ever went there. Mitch, they got that sign out front in Nectar,
Yeah.
like you can put, words and shit. Now you can, and it said something like, it's all Tenfold's fault. And I walk in, I go, what the hell does that mean? He goes, oh, it's just the same ownership. We just mess with each other back and forth. So it's kind of a cool little fun little
Interesting.
thing. So, yeah. So
That's pretty cool, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Great
Shout out
food.
Tenfold will be there. Black Abbey just unveiled their new look and their new logo on their
Mhm.
anniversary party. That was pretty.
The new era.
Yeah.
I dig it because it's more in my mind's eye, and to be kind of dumb about it because I don't know all the different branding stuff, but it makes me think of St. Bernardus and other Abbey adjacent branding from the Europe area. So European accents of branding and design. I dig it. Their black and gold stuff, that they rolled out, doesn't seem as fleshed out as their original logo, but the one with the church with the blue background and it's oval.
yeah,
Yeah.
right there. Yep.
It looks
It's right there.
incredible. That looks
Yep.
awesome.
Well, hopefully Carl will be there. If he is, he'll be maybe doing some yacht rock too.
I don't recognize Tri-Dog. Twisted Copper. That's true. That's true. Okay. It sounds like it too. Twisted Copper, Wanderlinger. Those guys are out of Chattanooga.
Yep. Yeah.
Woodfoot Beer Company, Yazoo Brewing Company, and Zool. It's an amazing list.
And more to come.
There's home brewers there, just kind of getting back to whoa, hold on a second. Stop sharing that screen.
Whoa.
Just getting back to the
That's
festival.
way too many Steves on one screen.
Many Steves.
Hey, is Yeast Infection Brewing going to be there?
Yeah, they're going to be there.
Yeah, okay.
One way or another, yeast infections are there.
Can't wait to try the It Burns with an IPA.
It burns when IPA.
Yeast infection is always around.
Yeah.
There's always a yeast infection.
It never goes away.
I'm still excited that this is the first time you guys have ever been to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully it's not the last one. And I think, is it just the work that goes into it, you think? Is
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Logistics and everything else. I mean, I would guess that on top of the fact that he owns his own brewery, and then they got to figure that out too. It's like,
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
So you
funny
guys
how
said
they right after they named the last beer fest on earth possibly, and then 2 days later a truck goes ramming into Common John and misses, and like John gets up and goes somewhere, and then a minute later a truck rams right through the fence and into the table where he was sitting.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Insanity. Well, glad everybody was okay there.
Yeah, nobody was hurt. Luckily, everyone's fine. And it's a good time, man. I mean, the space is perfect. The outdoor area. I mean, you've been to Common John before. You know, it's like, but they utilize the space so well with the food trucks and the breweries, and it's spread out. And Mitch will say it's
awesome.
Yeah.
If whenever you get there, make sure you're in reverse if you park in the front spots. Or you're in drive if you're in the back spots. And if you're driving manual, park in the far back spot.
Hang on.
Get your notepad out.
If you just real quick, so reverse if you're facing away from the building. No, wait, no, reverse if you're facing towards the building. Okay, I got
Yeah,
that.
don't drive into the building.
The point is not to hit the building.
the good thing is, now with our phones, we can ask Siri. I'm not going to ask Siri because Siri would come on my phone, but it'd be like, hey, how do you do this?
Well, boys, when is this last beer on Earth? When is this last beer fest on Earth taking place?
September 20th. September 20th. So this will be at the time of the recording, and the goal is to push it out quick, right? Because we've got promotion to do. But September 20th, as today is 9/11, which is a Thursday, and it will be coming up next Saturday as of the time of this reporting. So last beer fest on Earth, possibly.
There's no landing strip near them, so should be okay.
Okay, it's good. It does say the terrifying event that could come true. Maybe. So mark your calendars. It even says mark your calendars. September 20th, 12 to 5.
And I will tell you, at 5 o'clock, people are breaking down. Like it is.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock, they are efficient. They're pulling their stuff down and they are leaving. So at 5 o'clock, you better be drunk.
And we've seen this at other people. Rain or shine, absolutely. And we've seen that at other beer fest. It's like the breweries want to go, right? Like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. We got to get out of here. We're gone.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at ticket prices, and they're not bad at all. So general admissions, $59 plus fees, which is $68.04. For all the beers and all the breweries that are there, Mike.
It's a deal.
It is absolutely a deal. They've got a designated driver, $18 with $15 in fees and stuff. So that's really great.
Yep. If you're a Mug Club member at Common John, then you get a discount on your ticket. Yeah. So Mug Club members get discounts for the festival as well. Check-in is 30 minutes prior to the time. So if you're a VIP member, you get in at 11:30. General admission gets in at 12:30. So that's really weird. Looking at the website says VIP 11:30 a.m. general admission 12:30 a.m. It's in the morning time.
Dang.
Well, I mean, that's not that's one letter off. People can read into that, surely.
It's burger.
I hope so. Anyway,
I will show up at 12:30 going, let's fucking go, guys. I get
What? You're not
8
set up
hours.
yet.
You're
Set
not-
up. You're not set up.
hurry up! I go.
Are we gonna? We'll save that for off air.
All right.
So
Yeah.
No,
So,
what time? Like, what time do you guys kind of typically get there? You guys set up,
Well-
right? And I know John had said something about when vendors are setting up and
Mm.
stuff. So
mhm.
For all of us, we're gonna probably get there at the time the breweries do to set up.
yeah,
That gives us enough time to QA equipment and everything. And the times I've gotten there early, I think the past couple times I've always shown up a little early, and I kind of ask around if anyone needs help, and they appreciate it. It's a good time to pitch in and help people just haul stuff in, because
that's awesome.
it's
Yep.
just coming in with a bunch of heavy kegs and all the setup and everything. Any extra
Yeah.
hand helps. So
Yeah,
we'll follow his lead there and show up as early as we can.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's all I'm doing that day. So let's get an early start.
Let's go.
Sure, I'm happy to unload your keg.
Yeah.
To run them. For the
That's it.
podcast people, we're gonna have a little downtime before the fest starts anyway.
Right.
to set things up, but hey,
It'll
see.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to hanging with you guys.
Yes.
We do what we do, right? We hang and we have a lot of fun, and we'll book some guests to come on with us in that downtime before the
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast starts, right? And as we're helping breweries out, and
Dude, yes.
we're just gonna have
It's
a
good.
blast. We'll probably have a few beers. You guys think we'll probably drink a little bit?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
A little
Grease
bit.
for the gears.
A little green fingers.
you got to be able to talk about the thing.
So it'll be
Have it.
fun. I'm excited, guys. It's going to be a good time. Saturday, September 20th, 12 to 5, 2025 Craft Beer Festival at Common John, the last beer fest on Earth, maybe.
Maybe. Hopefully not.
Hopefully
Get your
not.
tickets now.
Yes.
$59 general admission. I mean,
Yeah.
VIP
Just go.
sold out, by the way. Via sold out.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
general admission and designated drivers are the only ones that are left.
Get the ticket now, man.
Yep. So
if somebody wants to be my designated driver, I'll pay the $18. You got to get me back to Nashville. You got to get me. You just got to
so-
get me back to Nashville.
I am not interested in that.
Nobody on this. Nobody
on this call, on this meeting, this podcast show is interested in being Scott's designated driver for the day.
Don't bother me all day until I'm ready to leave.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, cheers to you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good time. And raising our glasses to the boys at Common John. It's going to be a good time. And
Yeah.
cheers to you guys.
Cheers, to
To you guys.
John and
Yes,
LeBron for the invite, and for you guys for letting us, tag along with you. And it's going to be freaking awesome.
Gonna be a great show.
Cheers.
Let's get it done. Cheers.